I need you all to do me a favor right now. I need you all to stop whatever you're watching and then go watch this anime called My Happy Marriage. Just as some people out there, I was really underestimating how good this anime was. I thought it was another typical romance anime. And when I watched it, I was very wrong. This is very, very different. So do this anime a favor. Stop watching whatever anime you're watching currently and go watch this right now. By the way, if you see a spoiler written below me, that means that portion of that video might contain some spoilers. So if you haven't seen the show, I would recommend you to just skip the part where it says spoilers below and go to the next part of until the spoiler below is gone. The spoiler text below is gone. So our main female protagonist, Mio, she lost her mother at a very young age, and her father remarries with somebody else who then has her children. So now she has a stepmom and a sister who are both very abusive to her in a physical way. They treat her like a servant. Basically, she's a servant around the house, while the sister and the mother act arrogantly towards her and rudely towards her as well. And she always was a servant, she was always inferior, she always apologized for every single thing she did and always made sure to thank. But the sad part is, she apologized for everything, and when you look at how she dresses up compared to her sister is more proud and more confident, and her clothes are much more clean, whereas for our main protagonist, Mio, she always wears ragged clothes, dirty clothes, because she's a servant, and that's really tragic. Her life was very, very sad. It's like a Cinderella kind of story. You all know Cinderella, that kind of story, but much more emotional because there's much more depth and there's much more time to develop this story with the show, compared with the runtime. Her life stayed horrible as servants until she was given away to the Kudo family to marry into their family. And she and the husband, Kyoko Kudo, treated her very well, treated her very nicely, and helped her a lot as well. And she finally gets to smile and she stops apologizing. She's more confident after coming in with him, and she also knows how to not give up and stand on her ground. Even when her stepmother and her sister come back to torture her, she stayed on her ground. She never gave up on him. She never gave up on her husband, and that's something really amazing. This anime is straight up amazing. I think if y'all are underestimating this anime, go give it a try. It's amazing, really. It's incredible. You get to see how this shy female character with no confidence, our main protagonist, Mio, how she changes into this more confident character, and the things she learned from her husband, and how she too in a way helps her husband, because again they are the perfect match for each other, with her being a servant but then being treated nicely by her husband, and her husband who doesn't like arrogant females to be his wife, so he has rejected so many females in his life to be his wife. But she's very kind and not arrogant at all, so they're perfect for each other. And I'm hoping there's going to be a season 2 for this, because not just our two main characters in this film that were excellent, there were a slew of side characters which were amazing, like this guy whose name I forgot, and this other guy who was fine, and the servants for the Koda family who was fantastic, and everybody else in the show is an awful person. I'm not kidding, everybody else in this show is an awful person. So in this world we have supernatural abilities. Mio has no supernatural ability, but it's been hinted at that she has supernatural ability, and her sister is gifted at supernatural ability in a way. Like when she was 3 years old, she can see spirits, so she's in a way gifted with supernatural abilities. That's why Mio has always been treated much more poorly compared to how the sister has been treated. The sister has been treated like royalty there, because she is more gifted with the supernatural abilities. Focus of the story is not at the supernatural abilities at all. It's the story of somebody, Mio, who has no supernatural ability, but they have hinted at the fact that she does have supernatural abilities. So I really don't know, maybe season 2 will explain, but she does not have supernatural abilities. So her father treats her less poorly and they marry her off, and her life was much better then. So yeah, again, it's a Cinderella story, but with much more depth and much more elements, like the supernatural ability element, and taken to a whole new level, and taken to a different level. In Cinderella, her sisters ruin her shirt, but in this, this sister ruined her shirt and physically abused her as well. So it's just taken to a whole new different level when it comes to the abusing part. And yeah, if you're sleeping on this anime, definitely go check it out. It's incredible, it's amazing. At first I was sleeping on it because I thought it was another typical romance anime, but I was so wrong. And I want you all to go give it a try as well if you haven't. If you like this video, click the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe to my channel. Other than that, thanks for watching. You guys are always the best.